What is going on, Mayhem Fitness? We have our next cooking video tonight, and this one I'm super excited about. We are gonna do fried cauliflower rice with chicken and our Weber wok on our grill. It is gonna be awesome. We have our cast iron wok here ready to go. I'm getting ready to cut up this chicken. As you can see, pretty simple setup. You need a little bit of oil, some cauliflower rice. I like the frozen because it cooks very well at the same time as our stir-fried vegetables. Low sodium soy sauce, some oyster sauce, some chicken tenders, salt and pepper, and 1 egg. That is everything you need for this recipe. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna cut up this chicken, get it in here going. Once I have it on here, I'm gonna take it off, and then when I'll come back, I'll show you how we get the rice and the veggies going, and then we'll talk about when we add the egg in, how we add in how much soy sauce, oyster sauce. Really awesome, simple recipe. When you actually put all the pieces together, super low points. This whole thing is about 7 points for dinner tonight, so it's gonna taste awesome. Can't wait to show it to you. Let me get the chicken seasoned and cut up, and we'll throw it in the wok, and I'll show you how that works. So we'll be back in just a second. All right, we put a little more oil in our wok here. We've got awesome heat. We've cut our tenders up. Nice. I don't like the way that one looks, so I'm gonna go play with that one in a second off the camera. I wanna get rid of that tendon. You always wanna get rid of that. It's kind of nasty. But in here, we're just gonna literally put it in here. And we're gonna basically fry our chicken up in this wok. Again, we're using canola oil, higher flash point. You always want to be careful when you use an oil around a flame, right? You don't want to get it in here. But this will cook very quickly. If you haven't used a wok before, it's awesome. This is going to cook up great, fast. What'll be great in here is then I can get the veggies in here. It'll cook up really quick. So very, very excited to see that. Really cool. So again, you'll see in here, if you take a look in the wok, how quick our chicken's getting color on it. It's got really good heat. What's nice on this is we're just browning this chicken, right? We're using it in the oil. And then the goal is to actually be able to go in, take it off the heat, and go back in and finish up using our veggies in here. As you can see from a previous cook, we got a little bit of extra heat here on the side. Sometimes it's gonna happen, you're okay. If I have to, I can shut the lid on here to take it down, but we're still okay. We got the heat we want. No oil from the pan is hot on here. We've run into that before. So we're all right now. But I'll come back in just a second. I'll get the chicken out of the wok, and we'll get the veggies in there, and we'll show you how we get the whole thing set up. So, all right, so we got our chicken out. Now we're gonna add just a little more oil. And if you look, we're using canola oil because it has a higher burn point than olive oil. So it's a little better in a stir fry like this. So in this, we've got broccoli, snow peas, onions, carrots, mushrooms, and we're gonna put that in here, and we're gonna let this cook up for the next, this is gonna cook fairly quickly over the next, let's call it, 5 to 7 minutes. We wanna soften it up. We still want a little texture on here. We don't want it to go all the way down. And then even though this is frozen on the cauliflower rice, this will cook pretty quick in this hot pan. So what'll happen is after about 4 or 5 minutes, I'll get the cauliflower in. Then I'm gonna scramble that 1 egg. We'll mix that in there, get the chicken back in, and we'll add our soy sauce and our oyster sauce, and we'll be done. This is a great simple meal. In that wok, it cooks up really fast, really flavorful. Again, you'll see in here, these veggies will start to get colored quickly. And what you want to do is, obviously the onions are going to cook the quickest. You want to get that broccoli and those carrots cooked through as best as you can. So you want to keep moving around the wok. Again, you want to get really good color. You want to caramelize those onions, get that broccoli and those carrots as tender as you can. And then, like I said, about 3 to 5 minutes, we'll add that cauliflower rice, let that cook for just a couple minutes, add our egg, add our soy sauce, add our oyster sauce, put our chicken back in, and we'll have this delicious cauliflower fried chicken, 7 points on Weight Watchers Green, done here on our grill wok, which will taste awesome. All right, as you can see, we've got really good color in our stir-fried vegetables. They are nice and brown. We're gonna add this cauliflower rice in now. Again, this is gonna cook pretty quick. After 1 to 2 minutes, I'm literally gonna take this and add the soy sauce and oyster sauce in. It's gonna cook that fast. Again, the moisture in here will cook off quickly where it's frozen. So this is gonna cook quick. And you'll see the nice thing on here, again, I didn't add any more oil. I don't really need to. This cauliflower rice cooks up nice and fast. And the soy sauce, again, we're using lower sodium because, when you're on a diet, one of the things, you'll eat something with high sodium and think that you gain weight the next day. You'll retain water weight. We want to try to use as low sodium as possible. I love Chinese food, but again, super high in sodium. A lot of us are trying to stay away from MSG, some of those different chemicals. This is a great way to do that. Again, with a different low carb option using the cauliflower rice. As you can see in here, We've got like 6 different vegetables. We've got chicken breasts. We're gonna add an egg in here. So again, really healthy, even though we're getting that great Chinese flavor. We're not adding in all that sodium, all that fat. So an awesome option to have in Weight Watchers, and again, still get that fix of having that Chinese food tonight. So again, I'll come back and see you in just a minute or two. I'm gonna get that egg scrambled up. I'm gonna get that soy sauce and oyster sauce in here, get that chicken back in, and get the whole thing finished up. So see you back in just a minute. All right, so everything's cooked up nice. You can see the rice is browned up, our veggies are browned up, everything's good. We're gonna add our 1 egg in here, and this again will cook really fast. So again, you wanna get in there and scramble that in there. You don't want it to become like a fried egg. You wanna scramble the whole thing in there with your rice. Again, it's nice to hold everything together. You can see our rice is browned up nicely. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add my chicken back in before I add my soy sauce and my oyster sauce. And we drained all the fat from it, all the oil once we cooked it. We wanna reincorporate that chicken back in with the rice and the cauliflower and the veggies, like everything all together. And now we finish up by adding in our soy sauce and our oyster sauce. We're gonna use more soy sauce than oyster sauce. So you wanna add a fairly healthy amount. I'd say, you know, that seems about right, 8 to 10 good shakes on there. Again, you wanna incorporate in there. That's gonna give you that flavor you're really familiar with in the fried rice. But the one thing I didn't realize until not too long ago when I was cooking is it's that oyster sauce that gives you that real flavor that you have like when you're in a Chinese restaurant. So once you get that all cooked together, and again, remember, it's always better to be a little cautious. You can always add more, you can't take it out. This will come out, this is, just wanna add just a little bit here. This is great, it'll give us that really good flavor you're used to when you have the fried rice again at a restaurant. I'm gonna incorporate all that together. And now, as you can see, got a really nice brown color on here. The chicken's incorporated. Our veggies have cooked up awesome. We've got our egg in there. So all these great flavors have kind of melded together. I'm gonna try a little bit in just a second here to see how it is and share it with you. And then we're gonna plate it up and see if we have a nice dinner on our hands. So let's try just a little bit in here. See how we get the flavor. So again, we've got our rice. Again, it looks just like fried rice. We've got our pea pods. We've got our chicken. So let's see how everything came out here. This is gonna be super hot, so don't want to burn my face off. What always blows my mind when I use cauliflower rice is it really does taste like rice. I mean, I don't know the difference. That stir fry is good. We got the onion. Again, everything incorporates in together. Truly, you would not know that this was not a fried rice dish you had at a Chinese restaurant. But again, the difference is 7 points on the green plan, super healthy. You can incorporate everything in, and we figured this out, about a quarter of an order of this would be about 7 points. So we made about 4 servings here. So my wife and I, we each have 1 serving tonight. We'll have some leftovers later on in the week. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you have not done it yet, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you can see new videos from Mayhem Fitness. We put new videos out multiple times a week. We appreciate you checking in with us. Have an amazing night. We'll see you soon. Thank you from Mayhem Fitness.